Narayana. Yes, wonderful, respected sadhakas, jignasus, mumukshus, Shatra Guru, Bhaktas of Bhagavan, Sevakas of Dharma, Sevakas of the Loka, Shrotas, and Parama Viragins in the heart. Welcome, picturize in our hearts the pure Parabrahma Tattva. Salutations, requests to make us recognize our oneness with the truth. Picturize, remember the Ishvara with infinite power, compassion. May He bless us with the remover of the thick curtain in front of our buddhi, the Maya curtain. Picturize and see the functioning that is happening by all the Adhisthana Devatas inside and outside. How that functioning is sustaining us, nurturing us, nourishing us. With gratefulness, hands folded, let us pray to them to continue empowering us, blessing us. Imagine, visualize how the great Guru Parampara, the Guru Tattva, the Gurus relentlessly working to guide all the jivas for the spiritual evolution. And in their motherly protecting guidance, we are also basking. How much thankful we have to be to them, how much we owe to them, what when can we do to repay to them other than following their guidance, footsteps, and reach to the stage where they are in. Last but not the least, Shruti Mata, her kindness, her compassion, her completeness. Look for, search for our own suitable Shastra. How many are there? One, two, three, hundreds and thousands of them. In so many forms, she is there to bless us the way it suits us. Bhakti Shastra, they are there. Jnana Shastra, they are there. Yoga Shastras, they are there. Dharma Shastras, they are there. Shastras teaching the Niti values, they are there. How many ways Mother is kind, compassionate to keep on protecting us. Truly the Mother. Saluting the Shruti Mata. Welcome you all again. A wonderful text we have taken up. The ninth in the sequence of the Upanishadic Adhyanam. Ishakena Kata Prashna Mundamandukya Taittiriya Aitareya. These 8 are over. Now Shwethashwathara. Before we start our study, 2-3 minutes thought today is what? 4-5 things. First one is what? A bhogi says, so busy in the bhoga, मरने को फुर्सत नहीं है. Because so much is involved in entertaining the bhogas, procuring them through various means, fair or foul, involving in them. Again, by the time this bhoga is over, another. So much he is busy. Exactly should be a spiritual seeker saying, with a little change in the word, मरने को फुर्सत नहीं है और मरने की जरूरत नहीं है. But the common thing is he should also, like the bhogi, should not spare himself even a little. Wherever we spare ourselves, there we become victimized by something inner or outer, which takes us away from our great spiritual pursuit. So spare not oneself is the slogan today's thought. Second one is it is so wonderful good. Let us recognize and congratulate ourselves that morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours, we are able to give for spirituality through the study of the Shastras. Really laudable congratulations we have to tell to ourselves, especially when we are fully committed, sticking to it without fail. It's a great achievement. 4 hours, we are not a samsari, is a great achievement in Kali Yuga. When you see the happenings in Kali Yuga, the speed with which the world is involved in Kali Yuga, we are so that way uh, praise ourselves, congratulate ourselves. Great it is. So, by saying so, what it means is never ever compromise with this. Two. Third one is what? Between this 10 to 6 hours, मतलब 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the evening when we are meeting again, these 8 hours also are solid. Enough for again bringing the entire world and worldliness into us. Isn't it? Therefore, in those 8 hours also, somehow how we plan, it is our choice. We are talking particularly to those in our classes today. It is in general to everyone, but particularly for us. 2 more hours, if we can somehow take out, unless we are working somewhere for our earning and livelihood and we are of that age, non-retired age hai to you have to go for your profession, business. But we are lucky enough that we have crossed that age limit. We are free from, let us say, that official obligations or duties. Then 2 more hours minimum, not maximum, minimum. We have to again keep ourselves busy, engaged. Principle is same. The empty mind is devil's workshop. Spare ourselves enough for the worldliness to somehow enter into us and nullify what we are studying, what we are learning, or at least makes it important or ineffective. How do we do that is all in our hands. Three. Fourth one is those 2 hours. I'm talking this apart from before our class morning 8 a.m. Whatever 2 3 hours we do, वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा from 5 to 8. Substantially plan how it is done. Either listen to the earlier talks, which is the best exercise if you can do, or do the swadhyaya of text which we are studying morning to evening till we become independent in studying and understanding. Even beyond that also, we should keep on listening to our elders and masters for higher and newer and deeper insights. वो तो कभी छोड़ना है नहीं जिंदगी भर. Even you yourself become a speaker speaking to 10,000 people, yet we must listen to our gurus, elders. ये तो rule रखना ही है. Fourth point. Now fifth is what? कि in spiritual life, for us to consistently engage in doing sadhanas so that Our own mind or the world is not entering into us or distracting us. What two things help us among many many, so many are there. दो चीज हम बात कर रहे हैं वो क्या है? Either take some beautiful character of the Shrutis with the Purana Itihasas as ideal, idol. वन टू थ्री तीन चार भी चलेगा. Isn't that? For the jnana, one ideal. For bhakti, another ideal. For yoga, another ideal. और तीनों एक में है तो keep an idol. Ideal. Then picturize as to what stage he is right now. Highest stage. Then that should be our goal. I will not be lesser than him. And while thinking like that, this don't hesitate or let us not have inhibitions, feelings that I can't be that. This is the first biggest enemy. Enough to topple us down. So without allowing that thought to come, have that goal ideal that I'll become that ideal. You know? Anyone. Now the latest one we are thoroughly enjoying is Bhagwan Rama in our evening yoga vasishta. At that age of 15 only, what an amount of vairagya he has got. So you and I have grown up, gone through the whole life. Therefore, we cannot, need not afford to have the same amount of taste, ruchi, indulgence in the world. Therefore, for us, Rama can be the ideal. So 15 saal wale Rama. And yesterday the doubt is cleared if at all it was there by Vishwamitra ji. It is not the situation in Rama because of the ragadi or because of any dukkhadi. I know he is not suffering because of any ailments or any of the troubles, problems, physiological, etc. Nor he is suffering because of any unfulfilled desires. His mind or status is Parama Uttama, which comes to only very, very rare lucky few ones, and it is full Vairagya because of full Vivek. See that excitement, see that enthusiasm in विश्वामित्र जी says एक क्षण में ले आओ राम को, एक क्षण में ही मैं उनको ठीक करूंगा. After which he'll be reveling in the ultimate state of peace and bliss and knowledge like we are. Imagine in Vishwamitra's mind how much inspiration, because such Mahatmas, Gurus look out for such youngsters or disciples or jivas of that highest order of Vairagya so that they can sow the seed of wisdom or the jnanam for moksha in them. They are the lookout for such people. You understand that? Very rare to find at that age. He being a son of that king, great Dashratha, himself has got all the good qualities, powers, abilities. Whole world loves him, brothers love him, Ranivas loves him. So everywhere he has got chance into enter into the bhoga, the worldliness, without any obstruction, with total permission. And yet, if he has got this vairagya, is what a rare specimen he is, rare species. याद रख लेना, विश्वामित्र इज एक्साइटेड, अब लेके आओ, तुरंत मैं उनको सुधार दूं. He says in those three shlokas which we studied, he'll be established in Paramajnana and Paramaananda, Satswarupa, and thereafter, what you are expecting from him, all those things he will do. He'll become a Mahasattva. He'll be very actively, dynamically involved in the world. So therefore, the Vishwamitras, the Vasishtas, the Valmikis, the Vamadevas, the Veda Vyasas, the Shukadevas, great gurus and masters should come in search of us. Isn't that? For that we have to be of the qualification level of such great Mahatmas. Example is that of Rama or Arjuna in Yuddha Kshetra or Parikshitji when he knew only 7 more days he has got life to live. Or these Nachiketas that childlike adamancy, if that is the word correct, rigidity, ruthlessness, that I want that alone. Okay, so first is select such idols, then put ourselves in their shoes. Okay, what must be going in their hearts continuously, constantly, because of which they have given up the lower for the higher, isn't it? So Rama is my ideal. So throughout his Tirthayatra time, even after coming home, in his secluded time, what is the vicharana thinking was going on in him, because of which minute by minute, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, he started becoming viragi towards everything of the world. What to achieve, how to do these things, the gurus will tell now. But the ephemerality of the world, non-continuousness, impermanency of the world, the enslaving aspect of the world, all that is thought over. In that list, he has put his most beloved parents, most beloved brothers, and any other friends, जिनके प्रति उनको इतना आस्था प्रेम सहचार्य था. So much is to involve with all of them. He just yesterday, Kim Mata Pitaya, Kim Bhratruvena, everything is written. There is nothing negative in it. He is not irresponsible there. The one who has no Vairagya, he has lot of Bhoga Sakti, therefore not doing the work which he is supposed to do, he is called as irresponsible. Rama is not like that. Though he is also not doing the responsible duties there. His that thing is because of the higher maturity of the intellectual understanding, of the ephemerality of everything. He is finding meaninglessness in that. Just like when our age is, let us say, 85, 90, 92. When we are told by someone or we ourselves sit in front of TV, हमको लगता है एक एक मिनट अरे तो वेस्ट हो रहा है बाबा, इसी भोग अभी तक करते आ रहा था मैं. Enough of it. Don't we, even if little matured we are, put off the TV and take our japamala or text and study? We can't afford any food given of so much of taste, everything. Don't we say, if you are very elderly, no, no, if this tasty food I eat, I may not digest, my health will be spoiled, I can't do my sadhana. So we will say no to it. So it will be told today by Vasishthaji, I think. Yeah. In the description of Rama, it comes when Rama is arriving and he is seen by all. Valmiki describes that the Yavana Avastha, Rama is looking in his physiology, but in his heart, he is Vruddha than all the people that are present there. But he has some comparison. Physically, he is Yavana, Yuvavastha, but in the mind is Sabse Vruddha, because that Viveka and Vairagya, which a Vruddhas had supposed to have, he has already got. So, what must be in Rama's heart? What is in Parikshit's heart? So, too, how they were conducting their every movement inside and outside, because of which they reached that level of Paramaviragya, invoking the Gurus to come and teach them Brahmagya. So, when you keep those ideals, think about the ideal and then try to become like that ideal in that total involvement. We, because directing our Mana Buddhi Chitta towards that side, they don't have the freedom to imagine the worldliness by themselves, nor they are spared to be misguided by anything external. If this continuous constant thing is not done, these mind intellects, such a volatile ones or such a viscous ones like the mercury, that from any of the place they just jump out or skip out or slip out into the worldliness. And to this Maya and Moha, nobody is spared and nobody is respected. Nobody is bigger or greater. अब उनको लगा माया मोह फंसा ही देगा उस बंदे को. It doesn't spare. You are a samrat, you are Chakravarti, or you are Karunapati, or having positioned person in the life, or you are a साधु सन्यासी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. कोई भी अपने आप को फ्री रखा, बस उसको वो लुढ़का देंगे, फंसा देंगे, गिरा देंगे ये माया और मोह. इट मेक्स अस फॉल एंड laughs at us. देखा, तुम इतने अपने आप को महान मान रहे हो, तुमको गिरा ही दिया मैं, है ना. Before committing that sin and after, how much ever we are wise, at that time too we slipped from the goal, isn't it? It can be anything. That day's upasana is missed, that day's class is missed, that day's swadhyaya is missed, that day's japa is missed. Next day you may do, yesterday you might have done. But today तो गिरा दिया ना कि नहीं हमको वो वाला माया ने, मोह ने. Isn't it? This is how it works. Then again 2 days we look to be very committed, disciplined. Third day again आ जाती माया, अब दिखाता फिर से. Oh. To whom all this happens? The one who is restlessly not involving in his pursuit of the ideal. इतना, I'm using negative words but take them positively. इतना tension, anxiety, restlessness, worry, concern हमारे अंदर होना चाहिए. As the worldly person has for our own sadhana. You can't relax. Like nowadays our tensions. एक के बाद एक क्लास, एक के बाद एक टेक्स्ट. इतना टेंशन होता है मेरे को बताऊं. I can't tell you how much I am tensed up. Not so relaxed, because each text is different. They are Upanishads, they have to be justified and all. But that tension, I enjoy. I respect myself for that. Because this is how we are engaged. Otherwise, on the name of Babaji, staying in an ashram and eating like buffalo, doing nothing, I can do, nobody can stop me. जनरली आश्रम का ऐसा ही अर्थ होता है, बस रिलैक्स हो जाओ. कोई लोग आएंगे, भगत लोग, जीते रहो, खुश रहो, आशीर्वाद दो, they'll give और मिठाई एंड ऑल, eat and sleep. अगर ऐसे फेमस है तो, नहीं है तो go and stay in some ashram, get some भिक्षा twice a day. Somebody anyway gives गेरुआ कपड़ा देख कर तो have खाना and sleep. I can do it now. But whom am I cheating? I'm cheating myself. So this restlessness, this anxiety is healthier than becoming absolutely lazy, lethargic, tamogoni, or having same anxiety, restlessness for the temporary binding worldly things. This is one option. Same thing is, to put it other ways, what we want to be after 4 years, 5 years, each one. I want to be like this in my inner state of being. Then further from this moment, what I have to do, what I have to sacrifice, I have to involve in that list. If you can list out, isn't it? And again with same zeal and zest, we can go on involving in them then we can see actually we will be that after 4 years. But again, the efforts are every day, no dissimilar efforts are nothing which neutralizes, compromises with this goal. In this way, the one who is struggling, working hard all the time, alone can build the sadhaka in him and the sadhana in him and the procedure proceeding towards the siddhi. Thousands of times more well planned, well executed, hard working is spirituality compared to the worldly achievement. And in the spirituality, biggest thing is everything we have to do. Nobody can help us. Because all is inside, no? आध्यात्मिकता का अर्थ है खासकर ज्यादा शरीर प्राण लेवल कम होता है. यू टेक योर प्रॉपर सात्विक फूड एंड बी हेल्दी, उतना हो गया हो. उसके लिए अदर्स कैन हेल्प. इफ यू पे मनी दे कैन गिव यू सम सात्विक भोजन हो गए. बट बियॉन्ड दैट द होल स्ट्रगल ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज विथ माइंड एंड इंटेलेक्ट. हु कैन हेल्प अस इन दिस रिगार्ड? नोबडी. नोबडी कैन एंटर ना. तो सब कुछ अपने आप को ही करना पड़ता है. दैट इज वाई इट इज सो डिफिकल्ट एंड टफ. द वासनास, द प्रारब्धास, द नेचर्स, द त्रिगुणास, द माया, द मोह, एक एक इतना बड़ा तगड़ा तगड़ा तलवार लेके वो नैरो लेकर दे कीप ऑन अटैकिंग us. एंड द काल धर्म, धर्म ऑफ दिस काला, कलयुग काल का धर्म, वो छोड़ेंगे नहीं हमको. वी आर हियर. We have to be aware of all this. And we can't escape. Don't think of escaping. We can't allow ourselves to become weakened or demoralized inside. We have to keep up that confidence and strength level always. है ना, जो पानी में बह रहा है या डूब रहा है, ओ कॉन्फिडेंस छोड़ेगा तो जल्दी मरेगा. You should think that I will be alive, I will be saved, I will come out. In that thought only, something will be available to him, pakadkar he can come out. Or from within only he may express that art of swimming and he can come out. स्पिरिचुअलिटी में ऐसे कभी हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस को नहीं खोना है. एक्सेप्ट करना है कि बहुत करना पड़ता है और मुझे ही करना है. एंड द टू थिंग्स आर either I visualize myself what I will be after 4 years. And for that, what I have to do? Moment to moment and ruthlessly doing it. उस समय में फिर प्रारब्ध के जो अटैक्स होते हैं तितिक्षा से उसको फॉरबेयर करते हैं. Remember, just because we are sadhakas, don't imagine that problems will not come. They will come more, in more quantity at one time attacking. Because you are wanting to clear the debts and accounts. अब सब आ जाएंगे. Physical issues will come. All mental issues, people around. But luckily क्या है? If you have deep devotion to God, Guru and to the goal, they come and will not create that much dent or destruction that we give up the path. उतना तो नहीं करेंगे. Except some rare. You can take our own example. Which is the day where there is no problem? Every day. But no problem so far in so many years has totally taken us away from this study and all. इंटेंसिटी माइट हैव डिफर्ड सो मैनी ये होगा, लेकिन भगवान तो मौका तो दे रहे. वो एक ब्लेसिंग वी कैन अश्योर्ड ऑफ, बी अश्योर्ड. दैट इज अगेन डिपेंड ऑन आवर कमिटमेंट. सो आइदर पिक्चराइज एन आइडल, वांट टू बिकम लाइक दैट आइडियल, व्हाट माइट हैव बीन डन बाय देम, व्हाट इज गोइंग थ्रू इन देम, उसको अडॉप्ट करो. Books are there. We have already heard of the stories. Everyone, data is fully there. बस उसको रिकलेक्ट करके उसको यूज करना है. And practically doing to reach practically that state of being. In spirituality, more doings are to do with the intellect's thinkings, understandings, and then commitments to give up involving outside and inside in anything which is not towards the परमात्मा. ये अंदर का काम ज्यादा होता है. So to positively, what are the undertakings to be taken up and done to go near to the chosen goal? ये वाला हमको करना पड़ता है. डोंट स्पेयर. मरने को फुर्सत नहीं होना है या मरने की जरूरत नहीं है, हम तो उसके ऊपर जा रहे हैं. अमृत स्वरूप व्यास सीख. ओम ओम ओम. ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोह महाजलधिं भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे. समस्तं ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरमहर्षये नमः. वेदव्यासमहर्षये नमः. आद्यशङ्करमहर्षये नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. सङ्कल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्मिन् क्षणे एव सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगति प्रवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यादि क्षेमस्थैर्यादि समस्त शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यादि प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर सूक्ष्म स्थूलादि समस्त शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापने दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः श्री आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः. Friends, yesterday we did our Adi Shankara Kruta Mangalacharana mantra exhaustively. Also we saw the Shanti mantra one way. Today we'll do it some more way, go into our Sambandha Bhashya straight away. So for the sake of remembering, let us chant Sri Adi Shankara Kruta Mangalacharana Shloka 3 times. Om Atha Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Shwethashwatharo Adi Shankara Bhagavat Kruta Mangalacharana Shlokam. Om Nityanandam Niradharam Nikhiladharam Avyayam Nigamadhyagatam Nityam Neelakantam Namamyaham. Again, Nityanandam Niradharam Nikhiladharam Avyayam Nigamadhyagatam Nityam Neelakantam Namamyaham. Again, Nityanandam Niradharam Nikhiladharam Avyayam Nigamadhyagatam Nityam Neelakantam Namamyaham. So that Parabrahma, he alone is Shabdarupena indicated as Om. Same one for our minds catching our concept, he is talked here as Nilakanta. So, where is our mind focused on? The Nilakanta Rupa. Who is he? By Shabda Omkara. Who is he? By Swarupa Parabrahman. And what are few of the Swarupa Tatastha Lakshanas of that Parabrahma for us to salute him, recognizing these gunas of Parabrahma alone is salutation. 5, 6 are given here. One is he is Nitya Ananda Swarupa. So Parabrahma is Nityananda Swarupa, the Omkara is Nityananda Swarupa, the Nilakantha, whom we are focusing for our minds, concentration and emotion, taking him as our Ishta Devata. He is also Nityananda Swarupa. So Nityananda Parabrahma alone has come for my support as Nilakantha Shiva. Therefore, the Nilakantha Shiva, whom I am holding on and doing various upasanas to him, Namasmarana, Abhisheka, Ashtottara, Mangalarati, Sashtanga Danda Pranam, Bhajana, Kirtana, Kathashravana. ये सब मैं कर रहा हूँ to develop my tuning as well as devotion and surrender to that Nilakantha. But basically, who is that Nilakantha? Nityananda. Remembering Nilakanta, forgetting him to be Nityananda, is cheating Nilakanta, misunderstanding or less understanding Nilakanta. That is first Nityananda Maya. आखिर में ही नीलकंठ दिया. Straight away the Nityananda concept I can't understand. Mind needs a form and name. Therefore the form is Nilakanta, name is either Nilakanta or Om. But my Nilakanta or my Bhujanga Bhushana और भुजगशयन लॉर्ड विष्णु कोई भी हो, they are all Nityananda. Please remember, after this much of studying Vedanta, every of Devata Rupa should not be lesser than Nityananda Parabrahma for us. Don't talk this to the world outside if they don't deserve to listen. But for us, the Ganapati, the Subramanya, the Shiva, the Parvati, the Rama, the Krishna, the Vishnu, the Hayagriva, the Dakshinamurti, the Durga, the Lakshmi, the Saraswati, सारे नित्यानंद ब्रह्म ही. For simple logic, everything being Nityananda Brahma, even these devatas also have to be them. Then why not hold Nityananda Brahma directly? Why all the devatas? Who says not if you can? That is in fact ultimate. वही तो चाहिए. For those who are not able to steadily maintain in their mind, hold on to the meaning of that Nityananda, for them, for the sake of support, not to fall, all the Devata Rupanama are recommended. And by the way, I am the Brahman. When I am appearing as Jiva, the Brahman appears as the Nilakanta, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, and also Rama Krishna Ityadi. There is no doubt regarding नीलकंठ being there. याद रखना ये सारे देवता कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है, अनरियल नहीं है, प्रोजेक्टेड नहीं है, इमेजिनरी नहीं है, बट अल्टीमेट भी नहीं है. As long as I am Jiva, there is Ishvara in any of these chosen liked forms. But they are not that way ultimate. Ultimately, every one of them are Nityananda Rupa. Is it clear? Nityanandam Neelakantham Namami. Then Niradharam Neelakantham Namami. This another greatest thing in life if one can catch it. The greatest achievement is that when we discover or recognize or establish ourselves to be in that niradhara sthiti, that we no more are depending adhara on anything in this universe. Rather, I am the adhara of everything. That is why in the next one, Nikhila Adharam, that word will come. Otherwise, though we are bringing the topic to the diluted level, as a human being, how much we become adharit. First, to our own upadhis, as if we cannot live without them. Second, because of these upadhis and the world, things and beings of the world. Kitna adhar, kitna slavery. है ना? We want always someone to inquire about at us. We want always someone to help us to do this or that thing to us. We want someone to love us, to console us, to respect us, to value us. और ये सारा बेवकूफ़ी है, ये सब आधार है. These are all slavery है वो. You know that shloka? सर्वं परवशं दुःखं सर्वं आत्मवशं सुखम् एतद्विद्यात् समासेन लक्षणं सुख दुःखयोः. सर्वम परवशम इज आधार होना उनके ऊपर. दुखम सर्वम आत्मवशम निराधार is sukham. Because we identify the upadhi, therefore the conditions of upadhi we identify, the demands of the upadhi we identify. For the sake of this, we become slaves. Any example? We go to the job and all, earn lot of money. That is slavery only. Why? Because of taking care of children. Why? You are attached to them. Or because taking care of upadhis. Why? We are attached. एग्जाम को ही बता रहा हूँ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि नौकरी छोड़ो और भिखारी बनो. एग्जाम्पल, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ आधार? Becoming dependent, slavery it is. It is difficult to recognize that I am becoming Aadhar on others and they are taking me for granted. Mainly we become Aadhara emotionally. एंड ये लेकर हमारे घर वाले हमारे सर पर इतने चढ़ जाते. एंड द अदर साइड वी आर स्टडिंग उपनिषद्स एंड ऑल, वी थिंक वी आर ब्रह्मन. एंड हियर द आधार emotionally, very big slavery it is. And those who never studied Vedanta, they don't want any your emotional support. They are self-sufficient. They have better alternatives. If they want something, they will have a one drink or food and they sleep. They don't want you. You don't do that. I'm just telling. That way they are better than us. Niradhar. They remain without calling us 10 days. हम हर दिन उनको फोन कर. We are slaves. You understand it? Recognize it. I'm trying that state right now slowly to be Niradhar for anything. Then only I discover myself to be the Nikhila Adhara Brahman, which is Avyayam. Niradhar. Sri Ramji ka सारे supports of entertainments, relations, everything he gave up. What is mother? What is father? What is brother? सारा आधार छोड़ दिया. It's little subtler to catch. Why? Because we don't think in those lines. Why? Because we are a safe, secured, comfort zone existing pseudo spiritual seekers. We are. बस मजा मजा घर गृहस्थी में है, सब एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, बस थोड़ा सा स्पिरिचुअलिटी भी है, सब ठीक ठाक चल रहा है पुण्य के फल से. Therefore, we don't understand the meaning of the dependence and slavery. Therefore, the glory of being independent, niradharata. उसका हमको नहीं पता होता. For that, you just imagine the sadhu santa who left everything and are घूम रहे like a parivrajaka in the world. no house, no security, no बैंक बैलेंस, नो बंधु मित्र आदि, बस चल ही रहे निराधार. उनको याद करो, आइडिया आएगा. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ बीइंग निराधार? Once that is recognized, then see the confidence inside, the joy inside, freedom inside. You can't explain that. A sign of that you can see, negative example I am giving, in rich people who have a lot of money. They are in that arrogance of, I don't need any Aadhaar because both paise mere paas. But they are depending on money. Example के लिए. ये जो निराधार है, a lot of I throw the money, work will happen. औकात इनका अलग ही होता है. But they are slaves of money. So do the people in big positions, posts. The rubab ka arrogance होता है. I don't depend, but they are depending on that job. Like Dasharath. Niradhara, I am Samrat Chakravarti. But when it came to Rama, आधार slave हो गया वहाँ. मेरा बच्चा मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा, मैं ये दुखी है आज. I really loved this word today, Niradharam. Okay. Then Niradharam Neelakantam Nama. Third one, Nikhiladharam Neelakantam Nama. Our Neelakanta Bhagwan is the Adhar of everyone. That we have to recognize. Then he is Avyayam. In his Nitya Anandata, in his Niradharata, in his Nikhila Adharatva, there is no Vyaya. He never slips from that position. Like we slip from our Sattva from our commitments, from our regularities, for whatever reasons. The Lord never falls down or slips. That is called Achyuta also. Achyuta and Avyaya almost go together. So Avyayam Neelakantam Namami Nityanandam Niradharam Nikhiladharam Avyayam. These words, when we contemplate, slowly the meaning starts getting revealed. थोड़ा सत्वगुण से एकाग्रता से करना पड़ता है. Then we understand that state of being is our goal. Slowly. Then he says, Nigamadhya Gatam. Are, all Shastras have come from him. And then in and through Shastras, he alone is explained. And when he is realized, the Shastras dissolve in him. See, you Veda Adav Swaraha Prokta and Veda Antecha Pratishtita. What was there even before the Nigamas, the Vedas came, is Paramatma, who is supporting the Vedas by becoming its theme. Vedaischa sarvaihi ahameva vedya. It is he only. Just like what is that support in every of the object because of which it is valued by somebody or the other? Is it not because the Satchidananda aspect in it? नहीं है तो कोई वस्तु किसी का वो वैल्यू नहीं पाएगा. Nobody will respect it. In the same way, all Vedas are there because they are talking about Paramatma. नहीं तो लुढ़क जाएंगे वो. So too, when that ultimate stage is reached, Vedas are not required. I am that. That is why Nigama, not said, we have to add. What is that? Nigama Madhyagatam. Nigama Antagatam. Interesting point. Unless we start studying the Nigama, we will not be introduced to the truth. Unless we continue doing the sadhana said in the Nigama, we cannot proceed in trying to recognize the truth. And unless we drop the Nigama, the experience of the truth will not come. So the goal is the truth, means are nigama. Nigama is shastras. Shastra, whenever we say, the knowledge and sadhana indicated in the shastra, not the shabda rashi, not the mantra rashi. उन शब्द मंत्रों में जो साधना दिखाया. सो निगमाद्यगतम निगम मध्यगतम निगम अंते प्रतिष्ठितम वेदांते प्रतिष्ठितम सच नीलकंठम and he is nityam. What is the most wonderful thing about the Parabrahma and his expression as any devatas liked by our mind is they are nityam. Nitya means not that they are always there. Nitya means they are available for us always. ऑलवेज देयर तो है ही वो हमको क्या फर्क, मतलब वो हमेशा है तो हमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है, क्या फायदा. देयर नित्यता वोंट हेल्प अस. हियर नित्य मीन्स नित्यम अवेलेबल फॉर अस टू ट्यून, दैट वी आर नॉट ट्यूनिंग. व्हेन यू कॉल योर मदर फॉर सम हेल्प, शी सेज मैं बिजी हूँ, खाना बना रही हूँ. कॉल फादर, ही सेज नो टाइम हो गया ऑफिस के लिए, शाम को बात करें. दे आर नॉट अवेलेबल. आस्क द ब्रदर, अरे भैया हेल्प करो. ही सेज मैं अभी तो जाना है वहाँ जॉगिंग पे या दोस्त मिलने. In the world, nobody is nitya available to us. If you understand those examples, contrast to that is Paramatma is nityam. The funniest thing is what? He is so fully available to us as if he is unemployed. But then we employ ourselves in so many nonsensical things that we are not available to. Actually, like right now, सब छोड़कर ध्यान में उस परमात्मा को मुझे पाना है, तो वो परमात्मा क्या मिलेंगे नहीं मुझे? कि विल बिकम एंग्री कि इतने सालों से जन्मों से हैव नॉट डन, तो मैं भी तुमको अवेलेबल नहीं करूंगा रहूंगा. नो, इज अवेलेबल बट आई डोंट सिट. मैं सब छोड़कर मैं नहीं बैठता ध्यान में. बैठता हूं तो भगवान मना नहीं करेंगे कि मैं तुमको रिवील नहीं होऊंगा कर. ही इज नित्य अवेलेबल टू अस. वी आर नॉट अवेलेबल टू हिम. वी आर बिजी इन द वर्ल्ड थ्रू आवर उपाधिज. ये वाले बात रियलाइज करना है. मुझे मुक्ति देने वाले मेरे परमात्मा को मैं खुद ही टेम नहीं दे रहा हूं. आई एम बिजी. सो निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम सच नीलकंठम नमामि. आई सैल्यूट टू दैट नीलकंठ भगवान. See, once you know the meaning of this shloka and keep a commitment of 11 times chanting with the meaning contemplated, नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम. Isn't it? Bhagavan Shivji is there in our heart. We are pouring all our devotion to him, and him we are understanding as this Brahman and meditating. करते जाओ, कितना हमारा मन बुद्धि का स्तर स्थायी तात्विक बनने लगेगा. That is why the first sloka, very sober, diligent, very intelligent, very beautiful, very heavy loaded, pregnant sloka, Bhagavan Shankara has written. नीलकंठ, because सगुण भी हमको चाहिए. And what are the spiritual meanings of all that? Yesterday we spent the whole time for that only. Okay. ओम अथ श्री श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत शांति पाठ. Chant the शांति पाठ also 3 times. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Again. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ये शांति mantra. Yesterday we have seen one way, generally what way it is explained, that is remains as a correct ultimate explanation intact. We can explain it in so many ways also. Today, one way in precise short way we discuss it, so that we take up the Sambandha Bhasha. See, Om is Parabrahma Paramatma's name. Okay. Yo Vedado Swara Prokta. Of that, in the first chapter only, toward the end, the Upasana will come. ठीक है श्वेताश्वतर में. In other Upanishad, everywhere we have seen. So Om. Sahanavu Avatu is that Om Rumi Paramatma protect both of us. That is a literal meaning we say. Little practical meaning में आया तो क्या है ना, Sahanavu Avatu means taking our each one's personal and mutual responsibility also. Here Sahana Avat का अर्थ क्या हुआ कि I should Avatu protect myself and do my best efforts. Isn't it? As what? As a speaker, as a vakta in this particular you and my relation. कि नहीं मुझे अपने आप का जो वक्ता रूप का व्यक्तित्व है मुझे रक्षा करनी है कि नहीं, consciously, as we said again and again, it is not out of only punya phala, that krupa of someone, that we are here. It should be our own chosen पुरुषार्थ. मैं पूरे जन्म पुण्य से मैं अभी इस उपनिषद में बोलने का अनुग्रह को पाया हूं. बट इधर पुण्य खत्म हो जाएगा तो ये चला जाएगा ना, तो फिर जाना नहीं चाहिए ये. तो देखो मुझे अपने आप का रक्षा करनी है. इट इज पुरुषार्थ. लेट मी प्रोटेक्ट द स्पीकर इन मी. ये है सा अवतु. मुझे अपने आप की रक्षा करनी. तो उसके लिए रेगुलर पढ़ना, विचारणा करना, and inspiring myself every day that let me do these classes. Isn't it? It helps me, it helps the Shastras, it helps the Sanatana Dharma Prachara, it helps the listeners. तो ऐसा मुझे अपने आप को ना ऑप्टिमम ब्रिम लेवल में रखना है एज ए स्पीकर. दैट इज प्रोटेक्टिंग माई सेल्फ. इफ आई डोंट डू, one day I miss, then slowly it becomes a habit. You know, those big buildings of 20 for 30 40 stories, when it is found to be illegal, in 9 seconds they break it. You know, the detonators, the dynamites, or the whatever the bombs that are put. आपने देखा ना उस कौन सा तारीख था वो, दिसंबर 2022, द ट्विन टावर्स इन नोएडा, लाइव देखा. बट फॉर बिल्डिंग दैट बिल्डिंग 20 storied, how many years it took, how much of money it took. But collapse के लिए 9 seconds. Same way, to come to a level, as I am telling my example, a speaker is how many lives of struggle we don't know. But to collapse, 9 seconds are required. And 1,000 excuses can be there. Nobody comes, nobody listens, nobody encourages, nobody inquires, nobody supports. अब देखो, the moment if I give chance, how many excuses will come? है कि नहीं? तबीयत ठीक नहीं होता है, खुद का भी बहुत मैनेज करना पड़ता है, अब इस चक्कर में साधना मिस हो रहा है मेरा. Every reason is justifiable in its own way, but the net outcome is collapsed as a speaker. So मुझे अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट करना है. See how much Gurudev as a pracharaka, speaker, guru, acharya, throughout life protected. 43 and a half years. Relentlessly went on talking Shastras. हमको तो 4 साढ़े 4 साल ही हुए. 1/10. Now, this is what I have to do. Same me have another responsibility. I am telling you the meaning of the word saha. Ki I must protect the listener in you, seeker in you. Prayer we have already told to God, but at our own level also, practically. How do I do that? Only two things. When I have that pure, unstained respect, reverence, or respect and love for you, when I recognize it in me, this is one thing. When I value you, your otherwise sacrifices, your regularity, sincerity, देखकर जब मुझे आपके प्रति वो प्रेम होगा, see the प्रेम of विश्वामित्र वशिष्ठ जी to Rama, we will see. He is going to be शिष्य. इतने प्यार से आदर से बुलाते हैं. Second is doing my job of a teacher best. Then you will like me. Then the seeker in you will be sustained. So I have to protect the Shruta in you. I should have the attention for that. I can't leave you just like that. If you leave it, I can't help. But मेरे मन में आपका रक्षा श्रोता के रूप में करने का. Not negative way. Negative way is done in non-spiritual fields. What is done in Karnataka? वो दूसरे लोग खरीदेंगे भाग जाएंगे करके. 90 of the MLAs are, they are given the cabinet rank. Only for giving them salary. They are not posted. उतने पोस्ट है कहाँ डिपार्टमेंट्स, बट रैंक इज गिवन. Or in general, to hold on to your own karyakartas and all, you give on giving them money and all. करते हैं कि नहीं पॉलिटिक्स में, इवन इन द अंडरवर्ल्ड गुंडागर्दी में नीचे वालों को पैसे फेंकते जाते हैं सो दैट दे आर हेल्ड. नॉट दैट नेगेटिव वे. With pure love, recognizing your greatness as a sadhaka and doing my job well. I have to do protection of you consciously. In spite of that, if someone goes away, उनका मेरा प्रारब्ध हो गया खत्म. But same way, sahana from your side also. You have to put your own effort to protect the listener in you. Same things. What I have done for myself, you have to do to yourself. You know, recognize to listen to Shastra is many lives of punya done. That can be collapsed again in 9 seconds. And you also have million excuses. The best excuse you have is hundreds and hundreds of more great Mahatmas are there than this useless Swami. ये तो आपका प्रेम कृपा करुणा है कि भाग कर नहीं जाते अभी. Like others, they have recognized their own Mahatmas, great gurus. And with this, your reasoning, मैं तो सर झुककर स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा because it's a fact. That they are so great, many Sikh speakers are there, gurus are there, आचार्य महात्मास are there. आप मेरे मुंह पे बोल दिए मानो स्वामी आपसे अच्छे स्वामी मिल गए मेरे को, मैं जा रहा हूँ. हमें करूँ कहूँ क्या भाई? You are right. When this patient says, "Oh, Doctor Sahab, your treatment is not good. I got a better doctor with less cost payment. I'm going." How can that doctor stop? Second opinion लेते हैं कि नहीं? सेकंड ट्रीटमेंट ही ले लेंगे उनका बेटर है तो. आज के दिन गुरु में कोई कमी है क्या? There are more gurus than disciples, more speakers. You know, adding so much of mirch masala and all, they can entertain you also. So you can have 1,000 reasons. राइट. इससे ले और बहुत बहुत सुन चुके हैं, हो गया, अब हमको खुद पढ़ना है, हमको खुद साधना करने में. लेक दे 1 or 2 people are there. They're so softly egoistic They plan their own program in such a way. But the final outcome is they miss these classes. कुछ भी हो जाए class नहीं आता बस. I'm not concerned about whether they are doing greater work than these or not. But with whatever excuses, they are not coming to class. Full stop. So you have to protect the listener in you. That's the point. So too you have to protect the speaker in me. How? By again, as we said, that concern when it is there. Whatever other reasons, this is the meaning of Sahana Bhavat. क्योंकि ये जगत में ना as we just now saw निराधारम निखिलाधारम, though it is ultimate goal, very covetable, but at present stage of ours, without mutual help, we cannot move ahead. Recognizing this fact, we have to cherish each other. That's the meaning of Sahana Bhavat. It is applicable in every relation. The husband should protect the husband in him and protect the wife in the wife. She should also do the same. Then only together they can make a good house family. इस तरह हर जगह पे है. सहना हुआ तो एक हमने देखा आज. Recognizing that responsibility. Isn't it? That is why the gurus used to have the Vatsalya Bhava to disciples. Disciples will have the Matru Pitru Bhavana to the gurus. Thus they could stay for 20, 30 years together. And the purpose is for the guru to communicate all knowledge to disciple. डिसेबल के लिए वो सब स्वीकार करना, फिर वो सक्सेसफुल हो जाता था वो, है ना. Luckily an empty student comes and luckily a filled up student is sent outside. Lucky is for the guru when the student comes empty headed. Lucky is for the disciple when he goes out with fillingness of all the knowledge, all the vision. मजा आता है कि ना जिंदगी. पूरा शरणागत होकर गुरु आया, शिष्य आया तो गुरु ने उनको पूरा सारा साध्य साधन बता दी, उनका पूरा हृदय को भरकर वहां बाहर भेजा. And what made it happen and what made it doesn't happen is this one. If there is sahana bhavatu, it will happen. If not, next day only the guru either will kick away the disciple or disciple himself say, "Bhai ja raha hu baba." Just like wife and husband also. And there are some people who are celebrating 60th, 70th marriage anniversary. They are doing this sahana bhavatu. Completeness in the life's joy, isn't it? I don't know बाकी चीजें, but हम दोनों तो 60 साल से इकट्ठे, 70 साल. Even if another leave also, there's no regret if we have lived fully well together. But बाकी लोग लड़ाई कर लिया, तलाक ले लिया, अब क्या मजा है इस जिंदगी. Because सहना हो तो is not there. So to parents, children, so to, you know, this boss is holding on to that employee for 25 years. This employee also holding on to the same company and boss, not leaving. I know 2 or 3 people. अरे इससे ज़्यादा सैलरी तुमको आएगा, why are you not going? There he says, maybe you are right away, but ऐसे वाले बॉस नहीं मिलेंगे, ऐसा वाला माहौल नहीं मिलेगा. I may lose money, but what comfort I am getting here, which I know, I am not sure of somewhere else. I don't want to take risk. So 15 साल से मैं, but how much तनख्वाह is increasing? Very nominal, but I don't mind. देखो कितना money. That boss also is secured now कि this fellow will not leave me, तो मेरा काम भी चलता रहेगा. He also does his best to give the improvement, increments, all of that to that fellow, the value. That is the meaning of Sahana Bhavatu. This we have to establish with Guru, with the other disciples, if you are purely spiritual, if you are in the world, with wife, husband, children, everyone, and in general, with every sun, moon, and star, and rivers, and ocean, with every one of them, we have to have Sahana Bhavatu. because I cannot live without them. They complete my life. बिना जल का मैं जी सकता हूँ क्या? Then should I not do the jala rakshana? बिना हवा का मैं रह सकता हूँ क्या? So should I not do the सहना हो तो? Think about it. There is a, as I told yesterday, we have some other meanings also in this shloka, deeper one. The idea is given एक का बाकी सारे ऐसे समझ लेना सहना भुनक्तु. That I have to find the joy in it myself. Because anything which gives joy, that only I continue or stick to. Na? The moment things are being stopped giving happiness and tentatively start giving as if misery, we slowly from the mind and outside, we keep the things away. Sahana Munak. I have to recognize joy in it. So naturally in our my talkings or lectures to you, फिजिकल जॉय तो नहीं होगा इसमें, विषयिक जॉय तो नहीं होगा विषय संबंधी. Then what joy I can recognize in speaking to you? That such Shastra Jnanam I am able to impart. In that, if I can get a joy, and if I value that joy, then I continue being so. Sahana Bhunaktu, I have explained to you a little bit from my side. Same thing I have to do to you also. And I should give this in such a manner that you are recognizing some joy in it. अदर फिर भाग जाएंगे. कोशिश मेरा. Because how much or great thing I give you, but if it is not giving joy, why मैं क्यों पकड़ो इसको? You will tell it, you will leave it and go. So therefore, as I protected the listener in you by valuing, respecting you, and giving duly the subject, in giving joy also, I have to put my effort to you consciously. हमेशा intention पहली बात होती है. Then to fulfill that intention, we find our own means. Sometimes it may work or may not work. Isn't it like Indian government's policies? Intention is good, Indian economy should grow. Sometime in some place it may not work. Whole country is accepting. But ये जो पंजाब हरियाणा वाले, I don't know क्या है लोग आकर. 50 groups of them. Who is coaxing them, I don't know. But they want to do some stir, some agitation. Just disrupting peace of the mind. Government is coming down to such a level to accept all of that. Sheer arrogance, मैं तो कहता हूँ बस. And prompting by someone. Smoothly चलने वाले country को out of jealousy somebody is disturbing. I am telling this because today's government is not in such an arrogant, selfish mood or in any ignorant mood like the earlier governments that it doesn't know the interest of the total country. More matured than any individual organizations or groups. Then what are they conceive? Immediate may that may not benefit. Even it may cause some loss. But in the long run, it is going to bring. Because this present government is thinking for 25 years, 50 years, 100 years, how the country has to become self-dependent and sustain well, even supporting others. In that big work, like मुझे 10 साल का घर बनानी है. तो अभी मुझे भूखा रहना पड़ता है, कम खाना पड़ता है. Because I have to save that money. बट अभी कहते नो नो बात के बाद आई डोंट नो अभी मुझे वो खाना चाहिए. देन ही विल एंजॉय प्रेजेंटली बट फ्यूचर विल बी नॉट सो ग्लोरियस टू हिम. So the agitations they are doing unnecessarily, wasting the time, disturbing the peace. I am talking about sahanau bhunaktu is what my attitude intention that the persons who come in my contact must go back happily. Intention की बात नहीं कर रहा. Even when intention is good, if some places it may not work, example, but intention is intact. And what is the secret of success of present government is only this intention, whether it within the nation or in the international things. कोई ill thought है ही नहीं. What is ill thought? Arrogant, selfish thought. Selfish for one's own monetary power, etc. Arrogance is to just make oneself feel great than anybody. ये दोनों नहीं जहाँ होते ना, अहंकार और ममकार, तो आपका इंटेंशन प्योर होता है, दैट विल बी सक्सीडिंग. सहना उपनक्तु little we try to discuss. Same is aviryam तेजस्विनावदितस्तु महाविद्य. भगवान करेंगे अपना काम, बट सब कुछ उनके ऊपर नहीं छोड़ना. हमको भी अपना रिकॉग्नाइज करना जो हमारे हाथ में है. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ saha saha. Lord brought us together. He gave us akal. He gave us time. Now we also should know what we have to do. Let us do it. You know? If I become selfish and lazy, then I cannot continue class. Even if you are very genuine, sincere. So if you are selfish and lazy, how much I struggle to communicate, you will come only on your convenience. And convenience is a by choice thing. Anything can be convenient and inconvenient in this world. Conveniently. मजेदार बात. ओम 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 ओम. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः इदं विवरणम् अल्पग्रन्थं ब्रह्मजिज्ञासूनां सुखावबोधाय आरभ्यते. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणम्. Tomorrow we will conclude this and start the संबंध भाष्य आराम से. डेली थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ेंगे, लेवल करेंगे विचारणा में. Loud thinking we are doing. There's only two apparatus. One is speaking, another is listening. Otherwise, the purpose of both of us is same, to have clear and deeper and authentic understanding through the Upanishad regarding what's the goal to be reached, what's to be done for that, how to do that, what are the preparations. Thank you. Let us continue Shwah tomorrow.